I am fascinated with how we dress before we dress. What secrets do we hide? My name is Sarah Nilsson, the singing costumer, and this is Unmentionables Through the Decades. So, it has come to this, the 1980s, the decade of the worst fashion in the entire 20th century, especially for teen girls. Girls, what were you thinking? Perms and side ponytails, oversized boxy shirts, and shapeless dresses in questionable color choices? But I digress. I found McCall's 3474 at a thrift store, I assume. That's where most of my vintage patterns have come from so far. The pattern is dated copyright 1987 on the envelope. It includes a camisole or long nightgown, shorts or pants, and a full-length long-sleeve robe. I do enjoy the glamour and sophistication of the pattern illustration on the cover. It's very classy. I came up with the whole concept of Unmentionables Through the Decades years ago. From the beginning, I knew I wanted to include at least one matching long nightgown and robe set. It's just so stylish and classic and sophisticated. So I started to collect some fabrics that I thought might be suitable. This black polyester satin with a bold floral print was one such acquisition. It is very girly and elegant, but not too childish, sweet, or saccharine. This fabric doesn't iron as sharply and as nicely as other fabrics. I was very careful not to get the iron too hot. Maybe I didn't let it get hot enough. Who knows? I ran out of the print, so I used a black polyester satin from Joann Fabrics for the bands of the robe and the belt. In the end, I like how the solid color breaks up the busy print. I made a medium-length slip of some white, what I believe to be charmeuse, just to test the fit. I didn't see that the front and the back pattern pieces were to be cut on a fold. I had already cut the front on the fold, but didn't have enough left over to cut the back on the fold also. So I had to add an extra seam allowance and sew up the back to make it one piece. Lesson to be learned here is read the instructions entirely. I added some lace to the top edge for my stash, and now I have a wonderful addition to my modern wardrobe. The black insertion lace I found on Etsy for a bit less than $1 a yard. To do insertion, you sew the lace down on both edges on the right side of your fabric. You cut the main fabric down the middle underneath the lace and iron it open. You then sew down once more on each side and trim the excess allowance. This leaves the lace free of the background fabric, and I find it a beautiful effect. I put 2 rows on the sleeve edges and 1 row on the top of the nightgown. It does take time and effort, but it's worth it. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more sewing and singing content. And hit that notification bell to be the first to know when I upload. Wishing you creativity and a dash of pixie dust. Bye for now.